Jainism. Jainism dates to the 6th century BCE in India. The religion derives its name from the Jainas, a title given to 24 great teachers, through whom their faith was revealed. Mahavira, the last of the Tirthankars, is considered the founder of Jainism. The ultimate goal of Jainism, the liberation of the self from rebirth, which is attained through the elimination of accumulated karma. This occurs through both the disciplined cultivation of knowledge and control of bodily passions. When the passions have become utterly conquered and all karma has been removed, one becomes a Jina and is no longer subject to rebirth. Jainism conceives of a multi-layer universe containing both heavens and hells. Movement through these levels of the universe requires adherence to the Jainism doctrine, emphasizing a peaceful and disciplined life. These principles include nonviolence in all parts of life, verbal, physical, and mental, speaking truth, sexual monogamy, and the detachment from material things. As part of the disciplined and nonviolent lifestyle, Jains are typically a strict vegetarians and often adhere to a quite arduous practice of nonviolence, which restricts the sorts of occupations that may follow. So no farming, for instance, since insects are inadvertently harmed in plowing. Jainism's ethical system is based on the idea that right faith, knowledge, and conduct might be cultivated simultaneously. I have a quote here: one should treat all creatures in the world as one would like to be treated. And then one of the common symbols with religion. Beginnings. Scholars trace the beginnings of Jainism back to 6th century BCE in northern India. One of the several Shramanic movements there that arose in response to Vedism. Insiders to the tradition, however, consider it to be eternal. Influencers. Jainism is a reluctant, renulcant movement that developed in reaction to the Vedic ritualism of the pre-6th century BCE India. This turn toward meditative aspectism is seen also in the Hindu Upanishads and the development of Buddhism, both contemporaries of Jainism. So I have here: Jainism, a way of life, live and let live, forgive and respect all living beings, respect the environment. Shared narratives. Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. Nonviolence is the highest religion. Violence and attachment attract karma, a sticky physical substance that clings to the human soul, binding them to samsara. Jains can attain liberation by burning off these karmas through strict adherence to nonviolence. Ultimate reality and divine beings. Jainism postulates no creator god. The unfortunate union of soul and matter propels the cycle of samsara. Tirthankaras are enlightened human teachers attributed with supernatural characteristics. The universe consists of 3 realms: hellish, earthly, heavenly, and that of siddhas, liberated souls. Human nature and the purpose of existence. Every sentient being has a long mirrored and materialistic karmic particles that block its spiritual path. Action with attachment attracts karma to the soul. Throughout successive reincarnations, karma must be burned off in order to reach liberation. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Suffering and problem of evil. All sentient beings do harm simply by existing. This harmful action and the karmas it generates are the root of all suffering. The evil and violence inherent to the existence prove to Jains the absence of a creator God. Afterlife and salvation. Following liberation, one's jiva ascends to the apex of the universe to join other siddharas. One can ascend to a heavenly realm due to the good karmas accrued, but must return to a human incarnation in order to achieve final liberation. Sacred time. Jain's time is cynical, moving through states in which dharma grows progressively weaker and conditions in karma bhumi deteriorate accordingly. Each of these cycles is marked by the return of the 24 Tirthankaras who eternally refresh Jaina Dharma through their identical teachings. Sacred space. Some Jain sects do not build temples as they consider their construction and use to be violent attachment. For Jains who do attempt temples, there are more important pilgrimage sites in India considered to be source of spiritual power. Some Jain sects do not build temples as they consider their constructions to be used to be violent attachment. For Jains who do not, okay, I just wrote that one twice. Sorry about that. Jains' rites and ceremonies. The rituals differ by sect, but generally include fast, devotional worship, and meditation. Initiation into renunciant orders is affected by the elaborate Dikshar ritual. The ritual of Shalikana entails fasting until death, when one's body begins to interfere with spiritual process. So I have a quote over here too from the sacred books. Of the religion, all human beings are miserable because of their own ignorance, and they themselves can be happy acquiring proper knowledge. Alright, so symbolism. The official symbol of Jainism is a picture whose geometric outline symbols the word lok. Within the image is a raised hand inscribed with Ashmisha, nonviolence. And the other one is a swastika, symbolizing the four worlds into which one can be reborn. 3 dots symbolizing the 3 jewels of Jainism, and an arc symbolizing the abode of the siddharas. So I've got worship and devotion in daily life. Rituals differ by sect, but generally include fast, devotional worship, and meditation. Initiation into orders, or rituals, I think I already read that too. Communication organization. In addition to the sectarian division of Jains in Digmarbar, the community is fourfold, both male and female households. There is no central religious authority, but several individual spiritual leaders. As far as moral thought and action, there's 3 paramount principles. Amisha, which is the nonviolence I've talked about, the Ankinventanda, many-sidedness, or non-dogmaticism, and there's also non-possessiveness. Thoughts and actions of all Jains should be guided by dispassionate detachment and compassion in an effort to burn off existing karma and prevent its accrual. Vision for society. In theory, society should not exist. All existence is mirrored in violent suffering. The doctrinal ideal is to escape. The practical expression of this among householders translates to a non-violent society that values animal and plant life alongside that of humans. So that's all I have. Thanks for watching.